Hello and welcome to another update video about Verasity. So the chart obviously reached the target in this wave one. This was our target box, fantastic performance, break out of this trend line to the upside. That was the signal, and it reached the Fibonacci extension target, the lower target. There were two levels, down there, up there, and then actually the X wave in between. Somewhere in here, we expected the wave one to finish. The problem I have with this structure is from an Elliott wave point of view, it's not a very clear 5-wave move to the upside. Would be very difficult to count as 5 waves. Therefore, I have to say I don't give it a very high probability to hold the pullback zone, I have to say, okay? If it does, I'm impressed, and I will add this support area. I did add the support area today for anybody who's looking for maybe a pullback long trade, I'm only highlighting this level or this range as the price range where in a wave 2 pullback, which would be the corrective pullback after an impulsive rally, where the price should hold if a bull run has started. So if the third wave rally has started, then it should take us, first of all, in the next rally, in this third wave there, and I have to make a little bit of an assumption here, okay? But it should take us into the region around, I would say, just below a cent and 1.1 cent. Talking just about this third wave here. And we should get a wave 4, and then it should go even higher. Okay, so, I mean, there is really good reward. There is a really good reward to risk ratio. It's just not a very high probability trade, I want to say. I mean, anybody who wants more confidence could just wait for the price to get into this region. Wait for a little bit of a buy reaction and then set a stop loss just below it. Either way, I would like to see a 3-wave move into the resistance. So at the moment it's too early anyway. This might just be the A wave of the wave 2. What we would typically expect is something like okay, where are we? Like an A wave to the downside, a B wave to the upside, and a C wave to the downside. This is the subwave structure, how it should ideally play out. After the A wave, we should get a B wave bounce. That would be a corrective rally, and then a C wave. And towards the end of the C wave, I mean, that's typically where you would look for an entry if you were trading this based on Elliott wave alone. But I can tell you, the problem is I have difficulties to count the subwave structures of this because they're not clearly recognizable, and that just makes me a little bit skeptical. Okay, that's all. But I nevertheless give you that support area. Let's see if the Fibonacci area works. If it does, then we have some clarity that the next move up is a third wave. And if it doesn't, then the yellow box will become relevant. And support in the yellow box is again between 0.004 USD and 0.003. I, however, would have difficulties to still count this as a still unfolding wave 2 correction if this now breaks down. I mean, it would look a bit strange, to be honest. We'll see how that goes, but I gave you support, and let's see if the bulls can hold a higher low after a potential first impulse. I mean, all you see is what you would call impulsive movement because it looks very rapid, very aggressive. But I just cannot count the 5 waves, which makes it less reliable, okay? But that's okay. This was also not a very clear 5-wave move up, and still it reacted to our support area where it needed to. So yeah, if you want a little bit more clarity, what you could do, you could just wait, but you know how quickly it moves. So you could just wait for the first 1-2 setup in the third wave, okay? This is just another approach. It all depends on how much confirmation you need, let's say, as a trader or investor, whatever. But I would not recommend any altcoin as an investment because they are not investments. They might be interesting for swing trading due to the volatility, but typically not the best choice for an investment unless you really manage risk from a position sizing point of view, because so many of them die. That's just a very general statement, not specifically about Verasity, but just a more general statement about altcoins. Yeah, there's, I think, not much more to add. So next few days, I'm going to watch if we can get this ABC structure a little bit more clearly defined. You just need to understand that many of these altcoins break down after rallies. Okay, I'm always skeptical But I will be impressed if it really can turn around in the orange box and give us a third wave rally. So, but yeah, this is an interesting one. I would just have liked to see a little bit more of a clear 5-wave move up, but that's okay. You know, altcoins, sometimes they just don't show the ideal structure, but we are, you know, that's essentially what altcoin trading is, right? Getting in very deep in support, getting a lot out of very little input in an ideal world. Yeah, that's my update about Verasity. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.